Hi, I'm Sarah and I'm about to make some radish muffins. Yeah, I know that sounds odd. If you haven't tried growing radishes in your garden before, I recommend it. They're great for chopping up in a salad. You grate them into a sandwich or a wrap. These leaves, they can be used in, you use them like instead of lettuce if you want. They've just got a nice sort of slightly, a bit like the radish, a slightly peppery aftertaste. You can use them in casseroles and cooking, whatever. So I'm going to make some muffins and they are yummy. They are child and husband approved. Thumbs up all round. We want 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar. I'm out of brown sugar. I've nearly got 2/3 of a cup. I'm just going to top it up with white sugar. She'll be right. 2/3 of a cup of milk, any type of milk. 1 tablespoon of melted butter. 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Just going to give them a bit of a mix together. Get my sieve. Put in 1.5 cups of plain flour. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now last time I made these, I actually also put in about 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. My husband said that was absolutely perfect, but I begged to differ. I actually thought that little bit of ginger with the pepperiness of those radishes, it was just a bit much. So I'm just going with the cinnamon. Give that a good mix in. Quality control test, yummy. I'm going to grate about 200 grams worth of radishes. Now with that 200 grams, you've got options. You could just use the radish itself. You could chop up a few of the leaves as well. I actually, in my last batch, I just chopped up sort of the leaves from one radish and I grated the rest of the actual radish itself. So it's up to you how you want to go about it. I'm just going to really finely chop up the leaves from one radish. I actually quite like using the leaves as well because it sort of messes with your mind when you're eating it, because you're seeing these little green flecks inside a muffin that's actually a sweet muffin. So add a few more leaves on top just to make that up to 200 grams. So that was 1, 2, 3, that was 4 radishes worth. But as you probably noticed, they were quite large radishes. Those ones are called red globe, in case you're wondering. Red globe radishes, and yeah, we tend to grow them pretty big. That is going straight in the mix. And just hand mix that in, just sort of fold it in. Beautiful. So I'm just going to either line or grease a muffin tray. When I say my husband and kids all loved these, my husband and 2 out of 3 kids loved these. Because there's always a fussy one. You know, a lot of people comment to me saying, oh, your kids always love everything you make. And here's the thing. Usually they do the first time I make something. Usually it's a real hit all round. And then like the second or third time I make it, there's usually at least one that drops off, that starts saying, nah, don't go thinking I'm immune from fussy kids. I'm going to put these in a preheated oven at 175 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes, or you know, just put a skewer in and check that they're cooked, and we'll do a taste test. And in the meantime, I'm making a casserole for dinner tonight, and these leafies are going in it. Waste not, want not. Alright, look at these, yummy. I just chopped one in half. Look at that, that's so pretty. All sort of pink and greeny going on. So I'm going in for the taste. That is really nice. Personally for me, I think I made the right call leaving out that bit of ginger, but you experiment if you want to. These are really, they're really nice and moist, I think, because the radishes themselves have quite a bit of moisture in them, so they just make the muffins just really yummy and moist and yummy. But I mean, the radish flavour in there is very, very subtle. You know, it's certainly in there. It's a nice sneaky way of getting a bit more veggie into the kids, as I like doing. But yeah, it's mostly just sort of a nice sweet cinnamon type flavour to it. It is really nice, and you do get very, very slight sort of peppery undertones, maybe as an aftertaste, but it's not, you wouldn't bite into this and think, oh, it tastes of radish, you know, because it doesn't. There's certainly other stuff going on in there, but they look pretty and they're yummy. And wouldn't it be fun just to see the look on your guests' faces when they come over and you say, I've got a treat for you, I've made radish muffins, and see their faces. I think this is a pretty cool recipe, especially if you're like me and you grow heaps of radishes. So hit like, leave me a comment down below, hit subscribe, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.